let's have a conversation here. Are we gonna call this a Techne talk, or are we just gonna have a, I think we should just have a conversation, right? You know, I like this setting here. It's kind of like calm and just soothing. I'm not a calming, soothing kind of guy, right? You all know old Techne, I'm a little high strung. Let's fire these lights up here and let's have a conversation. What I wanna talk about is this keyboard that I just reviewed. Did you watch my review video of it? You better not tell me no. You better just say yes, or you're gonna make me very sad. Anyways, whatever. The V4 Pro right here, this keyboard, I absolutely love it, but it's not perfect. Why isn't it perfect? Why isn't it perfect? Well, it's a full size. And I stated in my video that I love this keyboard even though it's a full size, and I am still using it on my desk right now, right? It's like 2 days later, I'm still using it. But anyways, you know, I was using it before the review and everything, but I really love this keyboard top to bottom. I love everything about it, the features, the functions, everything is offered. I still think it comes in at a fair price. Everything is packing too. But again, not perfect. Let me get this box out of the way here so we have some space to talk. How can Razer make this perfect? Razer, if you take any of my ideas here, I require 5%. You got my address, you got my email address, you got all my tags and everything, 5%. That might be a little bit heavy. I'll go ahead and slide like 2.75% of each unit sold of my idea, okay? Hit me up via email for that. How to make this perfect? Number one, TKL. It's not that easy though, right? Like, duh, we all want a TKL, you know what I mean? So let's start right there at TKL. Well, don't bother with the stinking 60% garbage anymore, right? And don't worry about all those custom keyboard nerds with their 65%. You can push all that aside, focus on this, and focus on the TKL. But how we're gonna focus on the TKL, okay? I've been thinking about this a lot even before my review and everything. So, we love the features and function that this thing's packing. Number one on a TKL, I want to get rid of the wrist rest, okay? This thing's awesome. I absolutely love it. It slides down here like, what the heck, man? This dude just said, get rid of the wrist rest. Then he goes right on the back end of saying he loves it. Why I want to get rid of this wrist rest, though, is I'm sure it's a substantial cost into the price here. I want to keep it at a consumer-friendly price. Now, again, like I say, whenever I game, this thing was a little bit plush right there, so I don't know if they can put like a cheaper one or something. It's super stinking cool. It really is. But I'd rather save some money. I really would. Let me know what you think down below. Okay, so we got rid of the wrist rest. What else are we gonna do? We're gonna chop it off here. We're gonna get rid of the number pad, but we are not gonna get rid of our media controls. What I want Razer to do right here is extend the top up a little bit, right? Because our main space saver on our desk is this way, not so much this way, you know what I mean? So we're gonna chop this off, save that there, put a little lip at the front up there, kind of like we saw on the Logitech G915 TKL. Exact concept there, right? And I want our media controls up here. I want this dial, make it a little smaller if you need to, whatever, but I want actual buttons, not just one multi-function button. I want all my buttons to do that right there. But I still want this dial. Put that dial right up there. Let's keep that dial and the functionality of it because I absolutely love it. Now I want to ask you guys, while we're on the topic of this side over here, do we leave these macros? I don't know, you know, it kind of jacks me a little bit whenever I'm gaming, like I'm right over here, then bam, I'll be pressing the macro. It's something I'm trying. I did it with the Corsair board before. I've been trying to get used to it here, but I gotta be honest, I accidentally whack those macros every now and then, you know what I mean? So let me know what you guys think. Do we keep the macros or do we get rid of them? It'd be fresh having a TKL with the macros right there as well. But what I do want Razer to keep are these macros on the side, these three. Even though, as I stated in my review, whenever I pick this keyboard up or move it, I always end up pressing them, but that's something we can look past. I love having those right there. You fire up a game with it. Again, I got my Xbox bar or whatever that comes up right there. Bam, and I can just press it. I stinking love those up there. So maybe what we can do is just kind of, again, chop it down to TKL, put all of our controls up here on the lip. We got our media control, our dials and everything. Maybe we go somewhere a little bit different. We haven't seen this before, and we put those macros right up here. So we go dial, 5 macros, and then these other over there. I could get down with that. Let me know what you think, or do again, those macros gotta be right there by an easy finger press on the side. Now, as far as the back side, I want this USB pass-through to stay on the keyboard, but maybe if we route it into one chunky detachable cable instead of 2 cables. And I don't think that's really a cost-effective thing, so I think it's gonna cost the same price right there. But it's an organizational thing, right? You got 2 wires coming out, you got to route them on your desk, find 2 ports in the back of your PC, which I guess you always got to do with the pass-through, right? So anyways, we're going to have 2 USBs coming out still, but at least you're going to have less clutter. You're just going to have one bigger wire coming out right there. I would like that. Could they do that in a detachable format? I don't know. Heck, I'd honestly probably be fine if they made the cable attached. Nah, the cable's got to be detachable. It has to be detachable because we know a lot of you out there like your corny Coreo cables, right? You know what? I do like a custom cable here and there, but I don't mess with the coils. I think we got to keep the cable detachable right there. So at the end of all that, what does it amount to? Well, number one, it amounts to a cheaper keyboard. Obviously, it's the TKL, but again, we're cutting it down a bit. We're removing that wrist rest. I want to see this. This was at what, 230 bucks? I want to see what we just talked about, the TKL with all the features and functions we just talked about. I want to see it at $150. Am I stretching right there? I think 150 bucks is fair on Razer's end. They're getting a markup. They're getting a little bit of profit here. I think that's still a fair, manageable price for us consumers, featuring what it's packing. I can probably see Razer doing something like that and they got to charge 180 or something like that. You know what I mean? They got to leave room for the markdown in the future. But again, I would love to see it at 150. I can probably see something like that more around 180. I would still recommend it. I would still love it. Again, I want to see this in a TKL right here. Just compact it up a little bit and keeping those features and functions on it. Man, it would be absolutely game over. It would be so stinking good. Let me know what you guys think right down in the comments. Again, I just wanted to get this out there short and sweet because it's been on my mind. I just needed to speak to someone. I needed to talk to you guys. You know what I mean? So let me know down in the comments what you think about it, what you would like to see, because again, I can't say it enough. I stinking love this keyboard. But yeah, it could be a little bit better. I love TKL, and I want to see this in that TKL format right there. Ah, Razer, come on. 2.75% is all I'm asking here.